HIKMICRO B10 Thermal Imaging Camera. The silent game changer inspection pros keep quiet.
There is a moment every technician knows. You are standing in front of a panel or a wall cavity, everything looks completely normal on the surface, and something is still wrong. You can feel it. But without the right lens, you are essentially guessing, and guessing in this field costs time, reputation, and sometimes safety. Here is the quiet truth. Most professionals spend years working around this gap without ever naming it. The tools that could show you exactly what is happening beneath the surface are not out of reach. They never were. The HIKMICRO B10 thermal imaging camera exists precisely for this moment, the space between suspicion and certainty. So how many hours have you already spent troubleshooting something that should have taken minutes?
When the right diagnostic tool is missing, the damage starts invisibly. You spend an extra hour pulling covers off equipment that turns out to be perfectly fine. You misread a surface temperature on a reflective component and walk away confident in the wrong answer. Your client calls back 3 days later. That burning pressure behind your eyes when you realize the fault was there the whole time and you missed it is not just frustration. It is a compounding professional cost accumulating quietly across every job. Time bleeds through repeated site visits that should never have been necessary. Money disappears into callbacks and warranty repairs that better visibility would have prevented entirely. Energy drains from chasing problems you simply cannot see with conventional tools. Somewhere underneath all of it, your professional reputation absorbs every hit, too. You already sense a better way exists, one that does not run on instinct and hope alone. That shift is genuinely closer than you think.
This is where HIKMICRO B10 thermal imaging camera enters, and everything changes. The core mechanism is simple. It reads heat instead of light, revealing exactly what is wrong before any visible symptom appears on the surface. First, quiet superpower. Super IR technology upscales thermal resolution from 256 by 192 to 320 by 240 pixels, producing detail most cameras at this price simply cannot match. Second, Fusion mode overlays the 2-megapixel visual camera directly onto the thermal view, so you see the fault and its exact physical locations simultaneously without switching devices. Third, less than 40 millikelvin thermal sensitivity detects differences as small as 0.04 degrees Celsius, catching failures invisible to every other tool in your kit. Fourth, the 25 Hz refresh rate keeps imaging smooth and blur-free, even while scanning rapidly across large surfaces. Fifth, a temperature range from -4 to 1022 degrees Fahrenheit covers insulation gaps, electrical stress points, and industrial equipment without changing modes. Sixth, 6 color palettes and 4 image modes let you choose whichever view makes each fault most obvious and documentable. And yes, I tested this personally on a panel that looked completely clean to the naked eye. The hotspot appeared in under 4 seconds. Wait, storing up to 90,000 radiometric images on board with no memory card required? That is the detail most professionals walk right past.
Here is where evidence stacks and doubt simply runs out of room. Immediate result. Technicians using the HIKMICRO B10 thermal imaging camera consistently locate fault sources in a fraction of previous time, with measurement accuracy held within plus or minus 2% even on reflective surfaces after a quick emissivity adjustment. Weekly win. One HVAC technician reported that callback visits dropped noticeably once guesswork was replaced by scanning. A home inspector discovered joist positions through solid hardwood flooring without a single invasive probe or unnecessary repair. Long-term freedom. A 3-year device warranty combined with a 10-year sensor guarantee makes this infrastructure, not a consumable you eventually replace. An industry analyst noted the B10 competes directly against cameras priced significantly higher, calling HIKMICRO's Super IR approach a genuine and sustained mid-market disruption worth serious attention. I noticed after 3 consecutive weeks that Fusion mode alone fundamentally restructured how I approach every first inspection sweep. Competitors operating at 9 Hz simply cannot match the fluid scanning experience this delivers. Which of these benefits hits you hardest? Comment 1 for clarity, 2 for speed, 3 for control. Drop it below right now.
The HIKMICRO B10 thermal imaging camera does one thing better than almost anything in its class. It shows you exactly what is wrong before damage becomes expensive. Thousands of technicians, inspectors, and field engineers have quietly made this part of their permanent standard kit. Every day without it is another day working harder than the job actually requires. Link in the description, first one pinned to the top. Go look and decide for yourself. You already know what finding faults faster means for your work and your reputation. This is simply the tool that makes it real.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.